So like, fuck it, man. I don't know. Like I had to do this shit with like my stepdaughter. She's 8, right? Um, they didn't have like school set up for this fucking um this delay in education. Like like not my kid's school. Okay. Some other kids' schools, they had it all set up, they're ready. They know what like online learning is and shit, but like for my kid, like I mean she's in third grade. Like so I've been like battling with this. We had a 2 hour thing tonight and she hopped on my work computer. Like we logged in to FortWayneCommunitySchools.com, went to the right section and all that, and man, I realized like she can't read and she can't type and like she can't like understand directions and shit. So it caught me a certain type of way. I was like, what the fuck? They've been teaching these kids for like 3 fucking years of like school shit. You know what I mean? Like kids, they can understand how to like navigate on their phone and get to things that are fun and to like get to their apps because like these apps are so fucking easy to get to. They get to their games. You get to TikTok real easy if you're 8. You can get to Roblox real easy if you're 8. But shit, try to fucking read some directions and like click on link and then to a YouTube page and listen to a fucking no. I was frustrated, man. I think she might be fucking slow. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I gotta deal with this shit again tomorrow. Like we went through. It took it took an hour and 45 minutes to and we're 2 weeks behind. That's what's even worse. Maybe 3 weeks behind. I think we're on week 3. We're on week 3, and we're just getting started. We did like a math assignment last week. We did some area, some perimeter, um, go measure with some standard measuring tools and some non-standard measuring tools. So you need like a ruler, but like you need a computer and you need a ruler and you need like non-standard measuring tools. So like what she pick? She picked. I'm gonna measure this door frame with some paper towels. I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit about measuring shit with paper towels. I just let that ride. I'm like, you know what? They said non-standard. Like we all have our ideas of what non-standard measuring tools are. You know, she did revert to a pencil like halfway through the assignment. She's like, you know what? It might be easier if I measure with a pencil. So she starts measuring my TV with a pencil and shit. It was better than the paper towel situation. You know when you're like 8 and you're like just learning about like measuring things like this. It doesn't matter if it's a paper towel. It doesn't matter if it's like a pencil. But like for example, we'll go with the TV. So we got my TV, and then I'm like, you should probably go measure the TV. We're understanding like the perimeter and the area of this. They were asking for a circumference of a fucking square. I didn't know how the fuck to do that, so we skipped that section. But I'm like, we can do the perimeter and the area of the TV. That's fine. If it was a circle, I could do the circumference. But like a fucking TV, the fuck, man. I don't know how to do that. Like I'd have to Google that shit. And this is week 1. I'm not about to Google anything at all. Let's just catch up. So she's taking her little paper towels, like she's got them. Like she puts a paper towel on the bottom left corner of the TV. She's going to measure horizontally, and she puts it there. And then she's trying to hold it up, and she's holding it with both hands. She tries to take her left hand off and mark it where her right hand is, and then pull that paper towel across. And have you never seen an 8-year-old try to do like this shit? Like this shit right here, this coordinated body function, math function thing all happen at once for the first time ever, because she's never had to. This is a new lesson. She's never had to do this shit. Man, I let it happen. It took a minute though. I'm just sitting back because like I see how many paper towels it's going to take. It's going to take like 4 fucking paper towels. It's going to take 4 of these little separate measurements to get her the fuck all the way across of my TV. And she gets across, and you know what? It happens to perfectly match up. 4 paper towels across the TV horizontally on the bottom. And I say, hey, Courtney. So like the next step in this project is you gotta draw a rectangle of the TV, and you gotta put like 4 paper towels across the bottom. And you know what? She did it, and it was fine. And I'm like, all right, Courtney, next thing, step 2. Now you got to take that same paper towel and you got to measure like vertically the TV. And she's like, fucking vertically. She's like looking at me like she doesn't know these words. What the fuck, man? The fuck 8-year-old knows the word vertically. Not a single motherfucking one. So I explained to her. I'm like, that means up and down. I'm like, you got to get to the area and the perimeter. Like for both these math problems, you're gonna have to understand like how to measure straight up and down, which is vertically. So she gets it. She gets it at this point. At this point, she's like, you mean up and down? I'm like, yeah, up and down. So she takes a paper towel. And she goes up. She goes in the bottom right-hand corner. And she puts that paper towel on there. She does that finger thing where, you know, you move you're holding it at the bottom. You got a finger, the bottom finger at the top. You're holding this TV. And you just hold it with that top finger. And you slide your bottom finger up. And then you try to grab it. And then take what was your top finger and move it up to the top of the TV. And she does that. And she did it. And it wasn't quite enough to get the whole TV. And then she's got to do it again. And she measures that shit again. So we're like the horizontals 4 paper towels. And the verticals also like 3 paper towels plus a little bit more. And I'm just sitting back. I'm thinking, I'm like, what is she going to do? Like, what is she going to do with this? And you know what she says? She says, this looks like 3.5 paper towels. I'm like, are you sure? Because you measured 3. Are you sure that's a half? And I sit back. I wait back for one more measurement. One more. I'm just waiting for her to get it right. I'm waiting for her to prove this shit to herself that it is actually 3.5 paper towels. She's got her hand. She's got her right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom of that paper towel, and she moves her left hand up. She grabs that paper towel. Her hands are touching. She lets go with her right hand, and she slowly starts to move up, and she fucking drops it. Like, you didn't see that coming. Like, you didn't see that coming with a fucking 8-year-old. Like, you didn't see her coming to drop that fucking paper towel. And I'm fucking like, we were so close to the next step. We were right there. And you know, that's kind of what these teachers go through, like, every single day. But not with like one kid, not with like 2 kids, 10 kids, 20 kids. They got like 33 of these little motherfucking uncoordinated people trying to like measure shit with non-standard measuring tools in their class every day. I got patience, man. Like, I'm going to tell you, I am the most patient, loving, caring, like, person. I may not sound like it at times, like now. But one thing I can tell you, when I'm focused in, when I gotta like pick who I'm gonna be, am I a teacher right now? Am I an employee right now? Am I a manager right now? Like, I know those roles. I know them. I know how to do each and every single one of those roles. But this like teacher shit that they got us doing as parents, it's not motherfucking right. Like, why are we not getting that? What do they make? They don't make a lot. They make like $600 a week to start, and they get like $1,000 a year pay raise every year. So these teachers have been teaching for like 30 years and making like an extra 30 to 35,000 a year from when they start. So making like 65 grand a year. And think about that. You start teaching when you were 22. If you're lucky, you graduate college, you get a job right out of college. You make $1,000 a year increase. You got the summers off. You're making like 65 grand a year to fuck around with this shit, man. That's not enough, but it's so silly depending on what grade you teach. Like, think back to like our teachers. Like think back to kindergarten. My motherfucking kindergarten teacher is like 85 years old. My kindergarten, Mrs. Walbridge, shout out to Mrs. Walbridge's children, because I know, Miss Walbridge, I'm sorry, I loved you. You're not still on this planet. I'm 36 years old. Like, you were 82 back then. There's no, like, the math doesn't fucking line up. But Mrs. fucking Walbridge, you got kids and they have kids, and y'all probably had like a bunch of kids that became teachers, maybe kindergarten teachers. But shit, Mrs. Walbridge, you did not earn that $159,000 you made a year teaching my fucking kindergarten ass. I might have pissed my pants 32 times that year. Sent my ass home in a fucking diaper that probably didn't fit. My mom probably picked me up at the front of the fucking elementary school, and she was like, the fuck? Actually, she probably wasn't. She probably let me just ride home in that diaper. She already knew. Like, they probably called her. They already told her. They're like, hey, your kindergartner's going to go home in a fucking diaper, so when he gets home, probably have him take a shower and put it back on his fucking Superman underwear. I'm sure that's how it went. I don't remember the details of kindergarten. Fuck, do you?